could have started from the end. Now I have a house for kids and even a big land. Who knew I'd have only made mistakes that would have been fixed with a slice of cheesecake. Demo Salvatore was my 18 dream, but now the only one I be with is Chandler Bing. Yeah, here I am talking to you since I'm 30 as fuck.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to 30 as fuck. I'm Vanessa, I'm your host, and it's been a while. I'm so sorry. I've been busy, and for busy it's nothing actually very exciting. It's more like just life, everyday life. But we should be back on track. I swear to God. I just worked a little bit more. Edda left, and it was a little bit chaotic, let's say, those past few weeks, and then Christmas, and I basically got to put my shit together. Like, that's exactly what I was supposed to do, and I did it, and I'm back, and I'm so happy to be here. First of all, I want to say, of course, you're just listening to this, but this new, like, I think it's the first video that I take with the new camera, like the new download, whatever update of the iPhone. For the love of God, I'm gorgeous, and my makeup, it's also like not that good because I've been wearing this makeup like all day, so I love this way to make feel us better, Apple. Anyway, we're gonna talk today about dreams because it's a new year. You're gonna listen this on January 2nd, so we're already over. I'm recording this on actually December 30th, but we're there. The new year is here. I told you last time that I wanted to talk about you manifestation, as we do around this year all the time, around this time of the year, all the time. And here we are. So in particular, I want to talk about dreams. Because something happened to me last week. So I did my vision board as always. I went into specifics. I'm going to talk about this in a second. And suddenly I felt a fire inside of me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I can't find excuses anymore. Now everything is happening. So, you know by now, if you've been listening to the podcast, that what I struggled the most is the fact that nothing was happening lately in my life. Like, I've been chasing a lot of things, trying to put the energy out there, but of course it's also a lot of big things that are out of my control. And the only thing that I can do is do small actions to get to that point. And now I feel inside of me that actually everything is happening, and it is very scary and exciting at the same time, but also very, very scary. In other words, I'm shitting my pants. And so this is my question. Does it ever happen to you? Does it ever happen to you that, I don't know, everything it's been very the same for a long time, and then something happens and it's something that you worked so hard for, and the moment that happened, you're like, oh my gosh, shit, like, it's happening, like, what am I gonna do? And it could be anything, really. I'm thinking about, personally speaking, PR for me, but also a lot of other things. I don't know, maybe you've been trying to get into a specific school, or maybe you've been trying to get a degree, or maybe getting married, or get a promotion, or even like small things like regarding your mental health, maybe, or your physical health. Maybe you're struggling with something that doesn't make you feel good, like whatever goal you put your mind to it, and probably it's a goal that you've been carrying with you for so long. And so I'm saying this because I saw a video the other day, and they were talking about, achievement and infestation, but most of it resilience. So when we talk about resilience, for example, it's not something that we like. It's the kind of the idea of the strong one. I'm strong, but fuck, it's tiring to be strong all the time. It's tiring to do the work. And it's crazy because we do associate success with the final point. So whatever our goal is, so the success comes when you are at the end of it, right? The point is that actually the growth and the learning comes in between from when you started to actually the end of it. And that's when you have to put resilience and when you get also more frustrated. This was like, this professor was talking about this, and I found it very interesting because I'm like, it's the worst part that actually creates the final result. And but how do we get to stay resilient? It is difficult. Like for me, it's been difficult for a long time. I kind of, I want to say, I thought that I was actually giving up when I didn't. And I explained to you a little bit. And I think it was a kind of like a way to protect myself because my dream was actually walking far further away from me than actually getting closer, or at least that was the perception that I had. And now I think that's why I felt a little bit the fire like last week, because I was making some connections in my head and I was like, oh shit, wait a second, this means that I can do this. So if you don't know, I came to Vancouver. I moved to Vancouver almost 6 years ago because of acting. Acting has always been like my main dream. The arts in general. I love to create things, so that's why I have the podcast. I used to dance when I was a kid. I have a degree in music for singing. So I grew up doing that. I used to do theater all the time, and I studied in Florence, in New York, and in Vancouver for acting. But when, and then basically that's what I want to do. So to do that, I have to audition. The problem was that after I moved here, I started to have some struggles with my visas, and I was like always doing one visa, and like it was never something consistent. And so I never be able to actually find an agent and audition and move on with this dream. Now it's been 6 years. It's crazy. But I realized that actually it was an excuse. So all the time I was finding an excuse to not put myself out there because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to take the risk on myself and to risk it all. To risk it all because this is a type of career that it's not sure at all. Literally you're betting on yourself. And also there's a lot of things that are not like, they're out of your control. But I was so happy last week when everything, I made my the list of things that I wanted to happen like next year. So my wishes and my uh, vision board. Sorry, I'm losing my words right now. My vision board, and I was like, this is the year. This is actually happening, and finally I felt it. I was like, oh, and that means that also acting is happening again. It means that also finally I'm free to do that, and it's something that I really really want to. And then I started to like see small things, and I know that it might be just a coincidence, okay, but let me believe. I believe in everything just to be sure. So basically I was maybe watching like a nice TV show. Ladies, I watch Heated Rivalry. I'm obsessed. I need help, but that's not what it's about. This is about. It's about the acting. So the two main actors are really, really, really good. Really good. And I like the risk that they took. I like that they went full in. And I was like, that's it. That's what I want to do. That it's exactly what makes me happy. And I forgot. And I don't know if I talked about this a little bit in the past on one of the previous episodes, but probably a month ago, 2 months ago, they were filming in front of my restaurant, the restaurant where I work, and I cried. They were filming, and I was serving people, and I felt so bad. I felt a failure. I went home. I got like a small 3 days of depression. I'm not kidding. A small 3 days of depression. I think I talked about this, that I took my 3 days of depression. Yeah, because sometimes I do that. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's good. It's good. And for a second, like, you feel the failure and you're like, oh my gosh. But at the same time, that meant that the dream is still there. Sometimes we lose the dreams because somehow life get in between and you think that everything is impossible. And but the point is that maybe if we look at it, we never really stop like thinking about that. It was always in the back of our minds somehow. And that's exactly what is happening now. Why do I want to get my PR? For acting. That's always been the point. To be able to be free to act, to find like an agent, to go to auditions, to actually make this my life. And but in the way to reach this point, like while I was trying, I had to achieve small goals to get to this point that I forgot. I forgot that it's the last, that it's actually where I'm going. And last week, for the first time, I actually felt it back. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. I want to do this. And this is amazing. Amazing. Okay. Now, please leave a comment on any platform that you're listening this to, or even on my Instagram, or send me a DM, because I want to know if you ever felt this way. I want to know if you do have a dream. I want to know which one is your dream and how is it going, because I think sharing with one another, it's also a way, saying it out loud, it's also a way for manifesting it. And also how fucking hard it is to get to whatever. And sometimes I'm a little bit upset with myself, because I get upset because everything is difficult, but then it's my fault because I choose the most difficult way. Okay, I could have stayed in Italy, don't learn another language, don't move to the other side of the world, and keep doing my acting career there. And probably by now I would have done something, but that wasn't my dream. That it's not what I wanted. I wanted to come on this side, and I wanted to do a different type of like movies and TV shows. So I'm like, I can't be really mad with the universe, because literally I was like, hey universe, you know what, I don't want to do this easily. Just do it like hard. Like let's have some fun here. Like why take the easy road? No, let's I don't know, climb a stupid mountains, okay? Because that's exactly what I did. And maybe it's the same for you. Maybe the thing that you choose, that you feel that it's inside of you, that you really want to do, it's maybe one of the most difficult ones. Now, something else that I want to say is that sometimes we see other people achieving goals, and it could be an inspiration, but at the same time, it could be like something that puts you down. And remember that everything that you see out there is just the final goal. Like it's just the final thing. So to go back to what I was saying before, what we see is exactly the end of it, like at the end of the whatever journey they went through. And to quote Taylor Swift, I don't know if you watched her basically docu-series. I think it's the last one, or yeah, I think it was the last episode. She says, everybody's jealous of our achievements. Nobody's jealous of the work that we had done to get here. Because that's exactly what it is. Every time that you see success, whatever you see the success, it's because that person believed in themselves. And because They went through like, I don't know, hell to get there. And they still do, probably, because if you are like me a little bit, if you like to um do better all the time, to change, to I don't know, I feel like sometimes I'm never really happy. You're gonna find something else. Once you achieve something, you're gonna find something else. And exactly, it's what's happening to me all the time. I am looking all the time for something new. Now, going back to the manifestation, since it is that time of the year, um, I want you to, well, it would be nice. I want you, like I'm like demanding you. It would be nice, whatever is your goal. Um, you know how much I believe. Sorry, I'm jumping like from one thing to another. It's been a while. I'm so sorry. You're like, Vanessa, you're giving me a headache. I want you, please, to do your vision board if you haven't done it. It's still time. And also, yes, to set big goals, but you need to actually tell your brain how to get there. So if you just basically took beautiful pictures from your Pinterest, I do that. But if you just do that and you put it in your vision board, or maybe you print something and then you actually do it like on paper, that it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna do anything because your brain doesn't know how to get there. Doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, I don't know, build a cabinet. Yeah, but you need instruction. Like, otherwise, you don't know. Okay, you might know certain things, you might guess certain things, but you need to be more specific. And it's the same with your brain. So when we do manifestations, when we do vision boards, when we really believe in something, we need kind of also to write down and be specific. That's why every time that you hear manifestation, people are like, oh, be specific, be specific. So me personally, I don't like to be too specific. Like, I don't like to be like, oh, like my future husband has black hair and blue eyes. Like, I don't care. But specific on the intention and on the things that I can do. I'll give you an example. So let's say the acting, um it's the final goal. Okay, so what do I have to do to get there? First of all, pass my French test. That's the first thing that I need to do. And you're like, what does it, like, there's nothing to do with acting? No, but that's how I'm gonna get my PR, and that's how I'm gonna be free to find an agent and move, and so and so and so. So first of all, that. So what am I gonna do? How do I do that? Booked it, first of all, and that's what I did. I booked it. Second of all, study every single day. Do each week, do like a fake exam, to, you know, as a training, until February 2nd. That's the day. I'm shitting myself. Anyway, until then, okay, done, passed. So for me, this happened. Does it make sense what I'm saying? I had a goal, and I do, like, if I do all of this every day, I pass the test. It's passed. Like, it's as if it is already done. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy because I passed my test. Then after that, collect all the papers that I need for my PR, all the things that I need, send it to my lawyer. So I'm collecting, preparing everything. Everything is in order, organized, sent. That's it. That is exactly the things that I'm talking about. Like, every time you have to find like like the leader, like steps to get to the point. And I'm writing this down on paper, okay, all the time. Now, let's say you want to find the love of your life. First thing that I'm gonna do for myself is love myself, because more you love yourself, more you get attractive, more you're attractive. So And you're gonna also attract something good and not something bad. So how do I love myself? I exercise, I eat healthy, I do face masks because I love it, I go for walks, I dress, I put on clothes that makes me feel good, I do my hair, I put on some makeup because that what makes me feel good. Now, to be a little bit more active, how do I meet people? Okay, maybe dating apps. I mean, I'm not really into that anymore, but it could be an idea. Or I go out for drinks with my girlfriends, and if I see somebody that I like cute, I go talk to them. If I meet someone in the elevator, I have a little chat, and if I like them, I ask them out. Um, so it's really do the things, okay? And maybe I'm gonna have to ask out like 10 guys before I actually meet like a guy that I like or a guy that likes me, okay? But that doesn't matter. It's like it's the little like things. And what I'm doing, I'm writing that down, bitch. Yes, I'm writing it down. And I need to do that, okay? Let's say another thing that I want, it's a new apartment. Now, it's out of my control because there's a lot of things that has to happen before that. Like I'm trying to do it like in a certain way, but what can I do? First of all, try to save some money if I can. A little bit of money, a little bit of money. So in case if I find the right apartment, I'm gonna be able to move. Okay. And I'm writing that down. I'm like saving money, bitch. Um, what else? I can check for apartments all the time. You never know. I can check for apartments. I can look around, check the best neighborhood. I don't know, check and see what it's inspired me. Okay. What do I want? I want a dog. Even there. To get a dog, I need the apartment. See how everything is connected? Because I cannot have a dog in this apartment. That's also why I want to move. But I want a dog. Okay. How do I get the dog? Well, again, save money and get a new apartment. So it's all interconnected. But everything for me in my brain, it's happening. Like everything, this is exactly how it's going to happen. This is, and it's been like that for years. And next year is going to be the year. I feel it. I really feel it that everything is coming to me. It's crazy. I never felt this way before. I hope you feel it the same. You feel the same, but it's like it's insane. What else? What else? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I want to lose some weight. And it's not because I don't like myself. It's more like a healthy thing. I want to be more fit. I want to take care of myself a little bit more. Nothing crazy. I don't want to go crazy. I don't want to get like cut up into it. But how do I do that in a healthy way? First of all, I stop eat stupid shit. Okay. Yes, they're good. They're tasty, but then they're very bad for my body. So I leave it once a week. Once a week I have my free meal, whatever, and the rest of the week I try to eat healthy as much as I can. What else? I can work out. I'm gonna work out a little bit more. I can walk to work when it's a nice day. Hopefully by March I can bike to work, and that's good. I can take the stairs sometimes when I'm not carrying laundry. So all those small things are gonna be written down on a piece of paper, and this is how you train your brain to get to where you want to go. Now, another thing, be careful because it could be a little bit overwhelming, and it's normal. But at the same time, this energy, this being overwhelmed, it's a good thing. It's a good energy. Okay. You just need to, and that's the reason why we write it down. We write it down because then we don't have to think about that anymore. We're gonna just do it. And if we forget something, we can just go and look at it. Like what I did my vision board on my Pinterest because I love pretty things. And then put I put my big goals on a list, and then I put like the small things that I can do, small goals, and things that I can actually control. Okay, things that I can actually do, and put them on another list, and I attach both of those on my wall at my entrance. So if I want to give it a look sometimes, they're there. I can go and give it a look. Okay, I feel super excited about all of this. I love this time of the year. It's crazy because I always feel this shift of energy, and um I would love to have this type of energy all the time. I feel this shift of energy around the end of the year, and then usually during springtime a lot. And I do also, girls, if you're listening to this, also try to pay attention during the month. We have something beautiful that's called menstrual cycle, and it's this. It's literally the beginning of something and then the end, the beginning and the end, the beginning and the end. And so, uh, for me, I learned to actually listen to it a little bit more and uh, go with it, you know, go with it and slow down a little bit when I need to slow down, and then kind of like refocus and go again. And it's something beautiful. Like if we can, for me, something that I really, really believe, I'm not religion. I'm not religious. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. But for me, something that I really believe is that we are part of this world. Okay, we're just a little dot. Okay, about like of this universe, of this beautiful universe that we know probably just 2% of it, and because of it, I think we do have certain connections. So with nature and with everything that's around us, we are made of particles, okay, as everything else around us. Um, and so for me, it's very important to get kind of aligned, and there is a little bit of energy, switch of energy that goes around and around like during the year. As I said, New Year's, I love it, but I don't think actually it is like a December 31st. I think it is like probably a little bit more the change between fall and winter. I think is the solstice. Yeah, the solstice. I think that's when the energy is switching. Okay, so we just let go of old energy and now we are switching into new one, and that's why I feel that during those weeks during Christmas, that's when we're getting ready to new things. Okay, and then we just take January 1st as the first day where we're gonna do this. We need to be consistent. We need to be consistent. You need to do the job, don't lose it. And we need even sometimes to refresh. Something that I really appreciate, and I think it's a little bit difficult. It was difficult for me. It's like sometimes we set goals and then those goals change, and that's okay. If the goal, the goal really never change, but the way you get there changes during the year, it's okay. It's fine. Okay. Um, the universe is gonna give you back things, all the things that you want, but probably not the way you thought they would. I give you like a small example. I've been thinking for probably 2 years that I want to live by myself. I'm like, I want to have my own apartment. I want to live by myself. I want to decorate it as I want it, as I like it. Not that I didn't like to live with Ada or share the house with her. I loved it too. But I was like, oh, it's time. I feel it's time. I feel it's time. And I was for years, like the past 2 years, probably manifesting this. And it happened. I thought in my brain at that time that it was going to happen because we were both moving in different apartments, and stay in the city. But actually what happened is like she left, and so I am left with the apartment that we were living in together. So I got what I wanted, just not as I thought. So this is very important also to kind of let a little bit of like be fluent and be I want to say pragmatic, probably. Be what's the word that I'm looking for? Elastic, a little bit. Okay. Um, to whatever comes. To whatever comes. Because maybe you are looking for all those things. You're looking for love, for success, for passing the test. You're looking for get your degree, get your promotion, have a baby. You're looking to get finally your health on track. Your lose weight, whatever it is that it is. Um, just let also the universe do like his part, if it makes sense. Or her part, if we're talking about Mother Nature. Um, okay, I think I'm done flattering for today. I'm sorry, I'm so excited to go back. So as always, this episode has been a little bit chaotic, but this is 30 as fuck. We're doing it the way we're doing it, okay? Sometimes it's messy because we are messy, and that's okay. And I am a lot, and that's fine. Now, I want to invite you to actually follow my page, Vanessa Di Rossi, or the official page of the podcast, the 30 as Fact podcast, because, especially on my personal page, I want to take you with me next year, along with me. So I'm going to take actually 1 month break from social media, where I'm going to be probably record certain things during this month. And then slowly, maybe I'll take you with me and post some things, some achievements, some things that are going to happen, because I think a lot is gonna happen next year. Okay, I'm excited. I can't wait, and it's gonna be a lot of exciting things, and also a lot of boring things, because also life, it's boring sometimes. Sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes you just sit there and wait. And so I want to share with you actually every single piece of it. Okay. Please subscribe so you receive notification every time that I post an episode, especially during this time that I'm trying to go back on track and post every week, but I'm not sure yet, at least until February that I pass my test. And thank you so much for being here for another episode. I love you so much, and be safe out there, be happy, do your manifestations, and love you. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah, here I am talking to you since I'm 30 as fuck.